We're delighted to welcome Dr. Kim Howerton with us. We're going to talk about some other things. How are you this day?
Hi, I'm great. How about you?
I'm doing fine. It's so good to see you. We got a lot of medical discussion going on this week in this country. Coming up Thursday, a vote in the House of what, if anything, is going to replace Obamacare or whatever. Dr. Howerton's got a whole different way of doing business, and that is to build a medical practice without taking insurance.
Exactly.
Okay. What is the reason for that?
So that we can actually focus on the patient, so that it is the patient and me in the exam room, that the insurance company is not in the middle of that relationship. And because insurance is not in the middle of us,
Okay.
I can actually listen to the patient. I can take time with the patient. I can spend 30 minutes or more if they need that with
Okay.
them.
All right. Insurance companies impede that how then, doctor?
They control how we spend the healthcare dollars.
Okay.
They have a list of formularies. I have to use certain medicines based on that insurance plan.
Okay.
I have to refer to certain facilities.
Okay. Okay.
And I can't shop for the best price and the best value for a patient if I'm tied by
Tied
the
to
insurance.
certain. Okay. So
Exactly.
it inadvertently dictates the direction I go or the cover or what's covered. So how then do you fund your practice? How is this done?
Patients pay a monthly fee similar to like a gym membership,
Okay.
and that allows them unlimited access to me.
Okay.
Also, we offer wholesale medicines,
Okay.
and we do lifestyle coaching for them. If they
Okay.
want to be a healthier person, we have the time to sit down and develop a meal plan, develop an exercise plan, and just look at them as the whole person.
Okay. The other thing that I understand is a benefit of this is that the discussions between us are confidential then.
Exactly.
Nothing has to be reported, filed, shared.
Nothing.
Okay.
And that really opens up that discussion with the patient.
All right.
They feel free to tell me things that I know before when I took insurance they wouldn't tell me because they didn't want it reported.
Reported. Okay. All right. Dr. Kim Howerton is with us, and her practice is patient-centered physicians care. Her number is 215-2888, 215-2888. When did you decide to make this direction in your career?
I have been looking at this model of care for several years, but then we made the final decision almost 2 years ago, March
Okay.
30th of 2015.
Okay. I would think of some of your colleagues in the medical business said, Doctor, have you lost your ever-loving mind, right?
Exactly.
Like, you're going to be cut off from the cash flow of this business, right?
And at first it was scary.
Okay.
I was a little hesitant, but I knew it was the right thing to do. I knew that my patients deserved more than what they were getting. I wanted more freedom. I didn't want to be tied to paperwork. I want to be with my patient.
Okay.
So it was a journey of faith. And
Okay.
now it has become a growing model of care.
Okay. Care. So we're going to see more of this.
Yes.
One thing that's happening in all this discussion of medical coverage, and I've talked about it in commentary. I heard a physician say many years ago, and I shared that last hour, that said our medical situation has been generated not by the people that don't have insurance, but by those of us who do, because it created a third-party pool. I didn't care after I paid my deductible what the costs were. It has provided many things. I mean, we have wonderful medical facilities and access to labs and equipment and everything else. I mean, I go back far enough, when the doctor took chickens, came to the house. My parents were born at home. My parents were
Yes.
born at home with no doctor. I mean, that's, I've lived long enough to see that. When my son was born, in a critical situation, there were 11 medical people waiting on him right here in Jackson. And so I see what we've done. But at the same time, it's separated from the market and it's created a third-party pool of cash. But now those deductibles are going up. And so the pressure is going to be back on to bring this back into some kind of market responsive situation. And your thing is the care has changed, too, as a result of this.
With the current system, it's dictated that we check certain boxes, we
Okay.
turn in certain paperwork. We've
Wow.
lost that connection
So
with the
you
patient.
don't have to do any of that. You save all of that cost then.
Exactly,
Okay.
and I pass that on to the patient.
Okay. All right. Dr. Kim Howerton is with us. Once again, it's patient-centered physicians care. Now we'll turn around here on the TV screen. But that number is 215-2888, 215-2888. So you stepped out in faith a couple of years ago, and so this has gone well.
It has gone very well.
Okay. But like day 3, you're going, is anybody ever going to come here?
I-
Excuse me.
I had some patients that had very high deductibles.
Okay.
You know, $5,000.
Right.
Some of them.
We're going to see more of that, I think, don't
Exactly.
you? I mean,
But
I
that
think,
makes sense.
Right.
Why should we don't have car insurance to get our oil
well, right.
changed?
Well, Governor Bresson, when they were redoing TennCare years ago, said, what's happened? He said, your homeowner's insurance. He said, it used to be hospital insurance, to take care of catastrophic somehow or another. He said, it would be like your homeowner's insurance, and you call up your homeowner and say, hey, my garage needs painting.
Exactly.
And he said, we've expanded it to the point, and he'd made a lot of money in the medical business. He said, we've expanded to the point that the coverage expectation is excessive for us. And so you're kind of one of the first steps into getting it back as it was.
Exactly. And patients can make decisions on how they spend their dollar.
Okay.
And I had a lady tell me, she's like, I've got a $5,000 deductible. Basically, I'm uninsured because I
Right.
don't know what it's going to cost me.
Right. Okay. Yeah. And so
But this, it tells her
right up front.
right up
All
front
right.
what
The
she's
benefits
gonna
and expenses of this, and so there's a fee per month here, and you accept patients of any age or adults or.
pay from birth to nursing home.
Okay. All right.
Full
so
spectrum.
So you can see Dr. Kim Howerton. Does this run a certain amount a month? Or is there a standard fee or whatever that?
For an adult,
Okay.
it's $49 a month.
Okay.
For a young adult under 30,
Okay.
it's $10 a month.
$10 a month.
$10 a month.
So you just put Dr. Kim on retainer, and here we go.
Exactly.
I've talked to one of your patients who said, he said the amazing thing is after about 15 minutes I felt like I was through. Dr. Kim says, no, there's some more things we ought to talk about.
Exactly.
Then then she'll start patting my stomach and say, we're going to start on an exercise plan for you, young man, right? Okay, I guess
It's part of health.
Part of health.
Part
it
of
is.
health.
I've tried to ignore that, Dr. Kim. So I need to come and see you, Dr. Kim Howerton, 215-2888. And with the discussion that's going on in Washington, and it's important, we have a huge medical industry in this country, and it has done many amazing things. And so I don't take anything away from that. But
Exactly.
accessibility and affordability and access to this, and then I guess it falls on us too to take care of ourselves more. I've wanted to eat all the barbecue I wanted in my life and not have any heart problems, which is an unreasonable expectation.
The great thing about this model, it really empowers you. I become your advisor.
Okay.
And I give you all of the information you need to take control of your health
Okay.
and to prevent problems.
All right, good. It's good to meet you.
Good to meet you.
I hope we can talk again.
Yes.
Dr. Kim Howard, and she will be with us. We appreciate her being involved with what we do here. May I hang on to this, or you need
Yes,
to keep that?
that would be great. Thank you.
Hang on to this. I may need to make some lifestyle. Well, I know I need to make some lifestyle.
Well, come over to the office. We'll walk.
That is it. Dr. Kim, it's good to see you.
Good to see you.
See you so much. Appreciate you taking time to come by and see us. We're going to talk some music and more as we continue. Plus, Milt Cameron's going to be along talking about sports. Chuck Berry, very much in the news. Well, death at age 90, but what an extraordinary career, and the music that will never die. It's all a part of that. But we'll talk to Kyle Spurgeon about Jackson music and special things that are happening here as we continue. This is Blue Suede Forever, where the music never dies. We're live at WDXI 1310, Kool 103.7, E-Plus TV6, E-Plus TV6 HD at 206 on the broadband system, and eplustv6.com on the World Wide Web. Plus, this interview with Dr. Howerton and others will be posted, and you can see it from now on at Blue Suede Forever on Facebook. It's all right there, and we're live and direct from the Old Country Store Dixie Café inside the Casey Jones Village.